Good morning, sister. You seem quite excited.
Well, remember when we talked about the consequences of Sensei's love life? After that, I had the idea of allowing students to submit requests for love advice. All they had to do was to send emails directly to a private email address. And now I'm ready to read them one by one.
And for what reason would you want to do this? I'm quite sure the average student body has no idea we even exist, let alone could trust that two anonymous figures could provide substantial love advice.
Oh, don't be silly, Plana. After all, I made sure to advertise in a way that made sure we'd get at least a few emails. Now then, let's read one of these, shall we? Here we go. Hello, I'm sending this email after reading your ad. I'm pretty confident in my ability to acquire Sensei as much as my prowess in robbing banks. Despite that, I'm facing heavy competition from another version of myself. Is there any way I can overpower her so that Sensei's attention is fully on me?
This isn't really love advice so much as it is combat advice. Given my acquaintanceship with who she's referring to, I find it quite awkward to proceed.
Well, Shiroko has always been like that. Honestly, even after all we've been through, I still don't get her. Why don't we just leave that one aside for now?
Agreed. Let's read the next one. To whom this message reaches, I've been trying just about everything to woo my darling into fully committing his love for me. However, I find myself attempting to hold back on my compulsion to destroy the nearest building. I feel that, before I can be the one he deserves, I need to work on my inability to maintain composure in the face of potential chaos. Could you provide some advice on what I should do?
Well, anonymous person, I think it's a great thing to be wanting to improve yourself. Hang in there and don't give in so easily. If you find it difficult to go back to usual habits, consider distracting yourself with a new hobby.
I would also like to add that having a support network will do wonders. Though, in regards to this particular person, I have a feeling that may prove harder than expected. Still, we shall be supporting your efforts.
All right! Our first successful piece of advice. So let's see what the next one is. Hi! So, gosh, I don't even know where to start. I think me and Sensei's relationship is totally set for life. It's just that sometimes I feel happy, then other times I'm not. Every time I make a mistake, I totes feel like the world is against me and I've done everything wrong. Feels like I can't do anything right at all, and I just don't want Sensei to see me as a useless waste of space. My mind just, sometimes blanks, and the next thing you know, I've got my hands ringing on a filthy Gehenner's neck. Okay, I think she just needs therapy.
I've already recommended a therapist. Hopefully she gets the treatment she deserves.
You know, I'm starting to feel that the sort of students Sensei attracts have some serious issues.
That really shouldn't be surprising. Kivotos is essentially run by students. All known adults are either mechanical constructs or animal hybrids that own business ventures and conglomerates that, half the time, are conspiring for their own gain. It's honestly surprising that they're functional at all.
But that's exactly why Sensei is here. With him around, we can really start cracking down the problems of society.
Even still, there's only so much that he can do. I'll support him in whatever endeavor he does, but I can't help but feel like he does too much at times. Perhaps he also requires a proper break every now and then.
I think I've got a fun idea. But we'll put that on the back burner for now. Anyways, let's see if we can get a reasonably normal email here. Okay. This should do. When it comes to Sensei, I feel like I've been doing all right. But it just feels like my attempts at getting closer just aren't being met. I had fun when he took me out to the arcade and all, but I don't know. I don't even tell my sister that I'm with Sensei. I'm worried she might feel the same. I can never tell with her sometimes. Anyway, ever since I started dressing as a maid, I feel more and more inclined to wear it with him in private. I think he's actually starting to pay attention to me. And in turn, I just feel like it's awakened something in me. Okay, what the fuck is wrong with you all?
I feel as though Sensei's mere presence has corrupted the student body, for better or for worse, and yet at the same time, he's done much good for Kivotos.
I don't know. Do you ever think Sensei doesn't have an interest in anyone because he fears the consequences?
Considering how much he places a burden on his own shoulders, it sounds quite likely it's either that, or perhaps he's at a loss as to who to pick. No matter the outcome, it's quite clear there are going to be people hurt by his choice. Anyone in his position would be hard-pressed to make a choice, to remain blissfully ignorant, or to accept whatever ounce of feelings exist within his heart. That is an ultimatum that I would not push to anyone. Maybe maintaining the status quo is simply important to prolonging the peace that Kivotos has under the weight of its structure.
Now I see why Dorantabi doesn't post online anymore.